Ann Arbor's 1071, a Cumulus media station.
And on the club check-in, center stage on the mic, and we putting it on wax. It's the news.
You know we're coming live from beautiful downtown Ann Arbor, Michigan. The one radio show you've been waiting all your life to hear, all year to hear, maybe. Regardless, we're live here in studio. You're listening to TreeTownSound. I'm your host, Matthew Yaps, like I am every 6 p.m. on Sunday night. And I have to say, first and foremost, I can't believe that I'm actually doing this radio show today for a few reasons. Number one is, really can't believe it. Ross, can you believe it?
No, I'm happy.
I can't
we
even
could convince him to come in.
Can you believe? Well, first, my first question is, actually, let me just set it up. For all of you that are tuning into this show every week, I take for granted that everyone knows Tally Hall, but this is a band that made their rise in Ann Arbor, was incredible. I mean, everyone in this town loved them, felt like they were going to be the next Beatles. I was working at Borders, like putting them on MCAPs. Trying to get the music buyer to put them everywhere in the country. Just a huge fan. They would play two shows in one night at the Blind Pig. I would go to them both. So long story short, Atlantic shelves them, blah, 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 put out the album. 15 years later, they're blown up from the internet. Now they're world famous and they're in studio now. So if you don't remember anything I said when we're playing a song, go to Tally Hall, Wikipedia, ignore the soccer player. Did I do that right? So when was the last time you two were in Ann Arbor together?
Oh, geez. In Ann Arbor together? Probably the last show we played in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, I think so.
When would that have been? 2011?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're a solid 14 years out from our last Ann Arbor encounter.
That's absolutely incredible.
I think we've only even been in Michigan together like maybe 2 times at most.
We've been together many times since then, but once in
Michigan,
Copenhagen.
Once in Copenhagen.
But infrequently in Ann Arbor. And in this room, certainly not in at least a decade and a half.
But you have been in this room before.
We have, yeah.
We have
not with you behind the desk.
No. It was with Martin Van Dyke, and who better as a champion of Ann Arbor music. He was such a big Tally Hall fan, and he was so mad when the album didn't come out for a while on Atlantic. He would go into... You guys, we should dig up some old recordings of Martin being pissed off about
I'd like to hear
Tally Hall.
everything about that. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ross is in town for Andrew Horowitz and Friends, which plays Sonic Lunch this Thursday. And Andrew, we may know as the keyboard player from Tally Hall. Ross is the drummer. And there's going to be a few surprise guesses, but this is going to be confusing for everyone, Ross. Because you delivered Rob for my radio show. The same week, Andrew Horowitz and all of you are playing Sonic Lunch, and Rob is here visiting family and not going to be there on Thursday.
Yep. This was would have been incredible timing, but we were off by 3 days?
But I
4
did
days?
get to play with Andrew in March.
That's true.
Yeah, but March isn't in
But
Ann
I didn't get
Arbor.
to play with you and Andrew.
That's true.
So what do we have
It's
to...
not a perfect world, but we work with what we got, Matt.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to give out my Venmo. No.
Well, when we found out you had a family trip this week, we tried to convince you to come to stay.
The dates didn't line up this time, but you know what? There's always next year's Sonic Lunch.
It is ridiculously close that you're not going to stay.
Really laying it on thick, Ross. I wish I could.
When's your
this
flight out? We got 24 hours to change the flights.
Ross would make an excellent lobbyist.
Yeah, Ross said he would drive.
That's what I've ever wanted
He
to do.
doesn't take no for an answer. Bless his heart. He's persuasive, but alas, no, I can't.
So I wanted to get that out early in this radio show.
It's out and about.
Because I didn't want people to hold on the whole show.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. We don't want to tease people and make them think
We don't want to tease people. With that said, it's probably going to be
With that said, will you stay?
With that said, it'll
I'm
probably...
not going to give up. Again, I got 24 hours still.
True. It could be a better show without Rob.
That's entirely possible.
Maybe he'll steal the spotlight from Andrew in his shining moment. I doubt that. But thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
And that's a bummer about
Thank you
Thursday. If I have faith in Ross, and he's a doctor, so he might convince you into staying.
You never know.
You never know. Crazier things have happened. So on your car ride here, driving back to Ann Arbor, were you talking old Tally Hall stories coming home? Or, I mean, how does it work now that you're a lot older? The band's, I mean, how many years removed? 15 years removed. You're hanging out. What are those conversations like? Do you recalling Tally Hall, or are you just talking about your kids?
Ross was bragging about his car seat.
Yeah, we mostly are talking about our
aluminum
kids.
car seat, very easy to travel with. This is the kind of conversation we're having. Very middle-aged conversations.
Good. Do you think Ross has his chops for Thursday?
I know for a fact that he does.
How do you know for a fact? Did
I
he
know
play
for a fact
for you?
that he does because Ross and I were in the recording studio not more than 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Mid-June.
And Ross is and always has been an excellent drummer.
That's the truth. What were you recording? Should we save it?
Yeah.
Let's save it.
Yeah, play something. How far into the show?
Who
And you haven't
cares,
played a song
Ross?
yet.
Okay. I think you're right. Because this Thursday is Andrew Horowitz and Friends, and we want to play the new EDU song, which, I mean, can this show get any more confusing?
Are we supposed to pronounce it EDU? I always thought it was
Edu.
Edu. Okay.
I think it's Edu.
Edu.
It's Edu.
Yeah.
I said it wrong, Rob.
That's
Thank
okay.
you.
I don't mean to
Ruining my
make you
re-
look like the fool.
No, it's true. It is Edu because when Andrew was little, that's how he pronounced Andrew.
See, now.
Did you know that,
Now you're
Ross?
the Edu expert.
Well, now I'm just wondering if maybe it is EDU and he was just like just a spelling maven and could spell the mispronunciations so well that he chose to
I mean,
go with
it's
the
kind of
letters.
hard to find. Like EDU has to be a really hard
Search
name.
engine optimization is probably tough in the world of Edu. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you
it's-
get a lot of scholastic email addresses.
So this is who's playing Sonic Lunch, and this is their new music, but it's not under that name because these Tally Hall boys are extremely elusive, and you never know what music they're putting out. And who knows, maybe one of the albums that you're searching for is already on the internet. So we're going to play a brand new one from Edu. This is Fishes, released 2 weeks ago.
I'm at home when I'm with all the fishes in the sea. Just me alone, my wild soul, I'm feeling free to speak my mind while swimming in and out the reefs. Down below the eels electrifying all my clown. Fish know there's something and they use it to get by. I'm getting by, I figured out that I'm just me. And me is who I'm gonna be. Line's okay, but I just wanna chill with all my friends. Under the waves that recognize me and my quirks. We don't have much to say, I'm one of them. I'll go anywhere they wanna go, below or high, above the sky. I wanna have my stupid friends. I'll keep them close until the end. At night, when it gets dark, you know the cool fish find their honey from the sharks. Catfish try to sink away. The world is scary till we see the light of day. Sometimes we're all just cast off base. Land's okay, but I just wanna be with all my friends. Under the waves, they recognize me and they know me well. We don't have much to say, I'm one of them. I'll go anywhere they wanna be, below or high, above the land. I wanna hide my stupid friends. And then pretend to be a human on the land.
A brand new one from Edu. That is Fishes, a.k.a. Andrew Horowitz, who's headlining Sonic Lunch this Thursday. That song gives me a little bit of Stephen Malcolm's Pavement vibes. Maybe right, maybe wrong. Regardless, featuring the vocals of the one and only Rob Cantor.
it's true.
It's true. And Ross, is that you playing bongos on that?
Not on the recording.
Not on the recording?
No, I am one of the few. I recognize a lot of familiar voices on that track.
Who do you recognize?
That's some Casey Shea.
We got
I hear?
Casey Shea on there.
Oh,
Who's,
wow.
to be fair, Casey's voice is pretty. It's pretty notable, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you recognize anyone else's voice?
I did. No.
Oh, Zubin's on there too.
Zubin's on there too?
Yeah, and Andrew sings the lead vocal. You should probably.
That's
recognize-
Andrew?
Yeah, that's Andrew.
Oh, wow. Very cool. That is Fishes from Andrew Horowitz, who's headlining Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch this Thursday. So, Rob, you're in town now, and we're getting the Tally Hall juices flowing, if you will. You're back in Ann Arbor. You're thinking about the old band. You're talking to the greatest drummer of all time in studio. Where does this go with your Tally Hall nostalgia now? Because the band has gotten, I mean, they're famous now. Like, Tally Hall is famous, maybe not world famous, but the success of the band is incredible.
It's been crazy to see the resurgence of interest. My sister was picking up her daughter from sleepaway camp wearing a Tally Hall shirt, and multiple campers stopped her to say, "Oh, Tally Hall, I like that band." Well, that's not true. One stopped her to say that she liked that band, and the other one stopped her to say, "Tally Hall, I've heard of them. They're not my favorite."
Really going out of
it was a hit and a miss, but the recognition was there. So yes, no, it's been insane. It's been amazing.
You work for Disney now, coworkers, because I've talked to Andrew about it, and it's almost like he works in the record industry. He's like, "Oh, I was in a band, Tally Hall," and everyone's like, "Meh."
Right.
Like they don't hear of it. But I know, Ross, you have coworkers who like Tally Hall. Are you guys walking through the airport and people flagging you down?
No.
No. I even walked through the airport with my drum case that still has a Tally
Wearing
Hall
a sandwich
marking.
board that said, "I'm in Tally Hall."
No, but I mean, no, it's
Well,
not.
Ryan Stanton from M Live told me that the last Andrew Horowitz show with Antoine Stanley, when you boys took the stage, it was the closest to Beatlemania he's ever seen in Ann Arbor. And I kind of agree. And I know that they were FaceTiming with you there, and like the rally, you've seen the Rally Hall movement.
Yes.
Is ridiculous as band members.
What's the Rally Hall movement, Matt?
You know what the rally stop? Rally Hall is a term that I made up to rally the band so fans out there could show them how much they miss them and love the music, and maybe it would rally you guys to say, hey, maybe we'll release that third and fourth and fifth album that's been sitting in a dungeon for 10 years.
You know, I think I don't know where I was, but somewhere I came across somebody with the name Riley Hall. It definitely made me think of you.
I mean, Rally Hall works. It's a
does.
great hashtag, and it's fun. I mean, and it's working.
It is working.
It's working.
You got Andrew and Bora and I coming on. Oh, did
Yes.
people know? I think everyone knew Bora was coming, right? And
Yes.
Casey. Yeah. Bora's.
Yeah, we all know Bora's. I mean, it's not official, but they know now.
Okay. Well, they have just spilled the beans. Everyone knows Casey's coming. He's on the bill.
He's listed.
Yeah.
So Ross, you can speak to the show more directly, and I know you're going to say, well, you'd have to ask Andrew because I know how your brain works, but I obviously know a decent amount. It seems like the show is kind of like set up like a variety show. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of different things people don't realize all coming together one after another.
Yeah, it's definitely not your standard one opener, one headliner
Yeah.
Sonic Lunch.
Is there anything as this show came together when you realized that was happening, you're like, wow, the fans are they're gonna lose their mind?
Yeah.
Is there
so.
anything you're
But
doing?
I'm gonna
that,
no. It's got to keep it a surprise.
Let's
there
let them
anything-
lose their minds now.
Is there
rather than wait
anything-
till-
Sunday afternoon at 6 p.m. as opposed
Is there
to
anything that you're playing live this Thursday you didn't think you would do ever again?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, I honestly, we've talked about this. I've always wanted to play a Tally Hall show again.
Yes,
so,
of course.
No, I've never once thought that I'm never going to play it again because
answer.
I've been trying to hold out hope and be
Yeah.
optimistic.
And you've been the most vocal of that from everyone in the band.
Well, it's just I've been on your show like 20 or 30 times.
Yes.
And I think
Well, that
Ralph's been
counts.
On, how, has Andrew been on it?
Has Andrew been?
I don't know.
I don't think he
so
has.
We could add him to the Zubin bin.
No, Joe's been in. You and Joe have been in together. Joe's
Yes.
been in. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a while for Joe, too. So, yeah, I guess Andrew hasn't been in. It feels like he should have been, but I've hung out with him so many times out of here. I guess, where is Andrew in his hotel room right now in Ann
I
Arbor,
don't think
mad?
he's not. I don't think he's in town
Okay,
yet.
good.
No, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten him out for this if he was in town.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he and I overlapped.
Ross, what's your favorite Tally Hall song that was never released?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Well, we weren't the kind of band that made 50 songs and then chose 11 to put on the album. I feel like we had.
What are you talking about? We got scores of unreleased music, Rob.
do?
Yeah, just keep people.
Ross, will you quiz Rob on some of the songs?
We've talked about this before. I really liked the Stranger song.
Stranger, that is one that we
That was
never
a fun
released.
one.
Did we
Who wrote
release
that?
that?
No, we
It
never
wasn't on
released
the admittedly incomplete demos?
No, I don't think
Right.
it was.
Okay.
Is it-
Zubin
Because it
and
was
Andrew wrote that
admittedly
one.
incomplete.
Is it sitting somewhere like not mastered?
Well, wherever it's sitting, it's
A
definitely
demo
not
version.
mastered. I can tell you that.
A demo version exists. It's true.
Wow. Okay. And is there ever been thoughts of any of these demos that you boys love? I mean, you live everywhere in America, so you don't need to be in the same studio to record a song. I mean, has there been thoughts of getting together in your own studios and maybe doing this album or putting out a single or anything? Have you ever talked before today, Rob and Ross?
I would say there's certainly been discussion, and there's
Good.
certainly. I'm not ruling it out.
Would you want to do it?
Definitely. Yeah.
How about you, Ross?
Yeah.
All right, we're in.
Well, easier said than done.
No, I know.
It's a verbal contract.
Yeah.
It's a verbal contract. You can't double stamp a triple stamp. Or
I mean,
whatever.
again, how many years have you had me in here saying, of
I
course I'd be
know.
up for that?
But it's just weird. I get it. You know, you're writing for Disney and having incredible success. So congratulations. And Ross is trying to save the world from diseases and viruses. So
We need him. We need him on the front lines.
we need him on the front lines, and everyone is. I mean, Zubin's a doctor. So congratulations, Love. And Andrew's just running this digital empire that, you know, I don't even know if there's a name for it, but whatever he's doing, it's what is his title, would you say?
President and CEO
Of his record
of
label?
music.
Of music, yeah.
Of all music. He's a doer. He's a
really
thinker and a
is.
doer and everything.
For real. It's like I asked him, it's like, how many projects you working on right now? And he's like, 413. Good thing for teams. So I'm sitting here right now with Rob Cantor and Ross Fetterman of Tally Hall. We're talking about their great history and everything else. But before we do, I'm going to play another song, and it's one of Rob's songs. It's Greener by the wonderful Tally Hall of Marvin's. You want to set up this song and kind of give it a I mean, I'm sure it's a long time, but any history?
I still have a specific memory of writing it, which was in my dorm room in East Quad
Nice.
when I was 18 years old. So it's a while back now.
What was Greener to you then?
I think I was writing about some lovelorn sadness I was feeling.
Yeah. I mean, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
How does it, hearing a song that you did or wrote when you were 18, now being older, when you hear it, like, can you stand it? Or does it make you laugh? Or
It brings to mind less like the memory of the specific emotions I was feeling the day of writing it, and more so the emotions associated with like playing it with the band and the years of touring. And,
yeah,
you know, I don't have a specific memory of recording it, but I definitely, you know, have lots of memories of playing it live over the years.
because it's a Tally Hall classic. It's, I would say, one of the hit songs, if you will.
Was it on the very first EP?
It was
or
on
the second.
It was it? Let me think. I think it might have been on the first one.
Yeah, it might have been one of the original 4 Tally Hall
was Good
songs.
Day,
is
Greener.
my guess.
What were the original 4?
I don't know. It was before I even joined the
Right,
band.
we have to
right?
check with Steve Gallagher on that. No, it was Good Day, Greener. I want to say
I feel like Welcome to Tally Hall was probably in that, but maybe not.
I honestly don't remember.
Good.
I may look it up in the next commercial break so I can scratch the edge of knowing.
Yeah, we're on the time machine now. So we're going to do Greener now. When's the last time you performed Greener live? Have you done it with anything solo or?
I performed it with Andrew in March in Los
that's
Angeles.
Right. And how did that feel for you?
I was super nervous beforehand, having not gotten on stage in, 14 years.
No way.
Terrified.
You didn't tour with Trampoline at all?
No, I didn't. I put basically all the energy I would have put toward a touring show into making music videos.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And I had also just begun the Disney stuff. And so I was kind of dividing my attention between music videos and work for hire at Disney, and touring kind of fell by the wayside.
What part of you is like, you know what, I'm going to put a band together and just sell out the Troubadour on Saturday night for fun?
That part of me was totally dead until the shows with Andrew, which honestly kind of reawakened a little something. Not in no small part because this, second generation of Tally Hall fans has sort of come to bear, and What I was going to say was, yeah, real nervous leading up to it. And then the second Andrew called me out on stage and I walked out to this thunderous applause of kids in shirts and ties who probably weren't born when we recorded Marvin's, instantly kind of washed all that nervousness away. And I felt just like super jazzed.
Cool. If you know, if you want to just change that flight, you got another opportunity to stick around until Thursday.
Matt, you can't say he's not persistent.
Yeah. Hop on the old
I'm just saying,
bike.
because the nervousness part of it now is kind of out. Like, you just go into this fresh, like...
We're going to win. I mean, how many more puns? Don't be ghost at the show.
I'm going to try to get to a yes. We got 40 minutes left in the show.
We have 40 minutes left. We're on it. All right, this is Tally Hall, written by Rob Cantor, drummed by Ross Fetterman. This is Greener.
Here's that part again where everything's more than it should be, and greener seems to fall beneath your feet. Seconds tick like boulders whenever you don't call. Does it seem like that where you are? Wherever it is you are, does it seem like that where you are? Time for time together, and depending on the weather, we'll either argue in your house or outside. How different I felt before I got this notch on my belt, 'cause in my plans you were all for me. Yeah, but now it seems that you just rather leave. Wherever you go is breaking me slowly. Don't leave it alone. Don't leave it alone. You sound so much further on that phone. You fit just right next to me. But there's always a reason why it can't be. Telephones make you seem miles away from home. All alone, I get a little meaner. I leave a message at your tone, and miles away from home, you get a little cleaner of me. And I find a little greener shade of envy. Wherever you go is breaking me slowly. Don't leave it alone. Don't leave it alone. You sound so much further on that phone. You fit just right next to me. But there's always a reason why it can't be. Wherever you are is breaking my heart. Don't leave it alone. Don't leave it alone. You fit just right next to me.
Greener, Tally Hall, off the Marvin's marvelous Mechanical Museum album. Shout out to Marvin's. Hopefully opening soon. We are going to take a break in a second, but before I do, I got to thank my sponsors. Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch this Thursday with Andrew Horowitz and friends, with special guest Casey Shay, listen to me, Ross. 11:30 to who knows when it's going to end. It could go forever for all I know. Also, Orion Automotive Services. They've been loving cars since 1994, providing automobile maintenance and repair services for European, domestic, and Asian vehicles. You obviously made a big investment on your car. You got to take care of it. Go see Rich at Orion, and Ross knows the rest.
If you're having car problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems, but Rich ain't one.
That's right.
Was not prepared to jump in and do it, but I got
Sorry,
it, right? I got
crushed it.
Cool. Slow start, but we nailed it.
Crushed it. On his phone, not paying attention. He's a drummer.
Way
Incredible timing
further
from
shade.
the Tally Hall drummer, Ross Fetterman. Go see Orion. Conveniently located on Parkland Plaza, right across the street from the BMW dealership on Jackson Road. OrionA2.com. We come back from the break. More Tally Hall, more Ross Fetterman, and more Robert Cantor.
Thumbtack presents Uncertainty Strikes. I was surrounded. The aisle and the options were closing in. There were paint rollers, satin and matte finish, angle brushes, and natural bristles. There were too many choices. What if I never got my living room painted? What if I couldn't figure out what type of paint to use? What if I just used Thumbtack? I can hire a top-rated pro that knows everything about interior paint, easily compare prices, and read reviews. Thumbtack knows homes. Download the app today.
A Better Life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
You know, it's hard to look at just about anything on your phone these days without stumbling across a wellness influencer. Some of them are really inspiring. They offer great ideas for workouts, meals, better night's sleep. Others, though, may not be telling you the whole story with their posts. How they attain that body, that glow, that air of perfection. On some level, you know it's not real, and yet you still can't look away. So here's what I would tell you. If you see a trend you want to try, start by asking yourself if you're interested in the benefits for your health or if you're just trying to showcase your accomplishment on social media. I'll add that every bit of proven advice in this space centers around building sustainable habits. That means you need to start small and then build on your success, no matter what the trend shows. If what you're trying to do is too drastic, it's not going to last. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
This is Women's Work with Nicole Khalil.
I wish you health, physical, mental, emotional, financial, social, and most definitely spiritual.
Redefining what it means to be doing women's work.
I would rather have the temporary pain of discomfort than the avoidable pain of regret.
But hear me when I say this. Believe in something. Believe in yourself. That, more than anything, is absolutely woman's work.
This is Women's Work from Believe. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
SweetDeals.com lets you spend less and have more. Save at least 50% on extraordinary restaurant, product, and entertainment deals. Plus, amazing vacation packages. Live large and save money while doing it. Go to SweetDeals.com today and start saving.
At Average House Furniture Warehouse, our sofas have cushions, our tables have 4 legs, our recliners recline. So come on by for a perfectly average experience.
Cumulus Digital doesn't stop at average. We work with more than 4,000 local businesses every month, delivering campaigns that beat industry averages by over 25%, driving real, measurable growth. You're not average. Your results shouldn't be either. Visit CumulusDigital.com to start outperforming today.
It's TreeTownSound, made in Michigan music on 107.1.
Juno was mad, he knew he'd been had, so he shot at the sun with a gun. Shot at the sun with a gun. Shot at his wily one, only friend.
In the gallows or the ghetto, in the town or the meadow, in the billows, even over the sun, every end of a time is another begun. You understand mechanical hands or the rumor of everything. Rumor of everything. On the rumor of everything in the end.
zirconium pants.
What you enough to slip you into a trance.
Do you like how I walk? Do you like how I talk?
Do you like how my face disintegrates you to chat?
I have a wonderful wife, I have a powerful job. She criticizes me for being egocentric.
You practice your mannerisms into the wall.
If this mirror were clear, I'd be standing so tall.
So you stop her over clovers on the side of the hill.
I was observing the birds.
I've been you, I know your facade is a scam.
You know you're making me cry, this is the way that I am. I've been living a lie, a metamorphical scheme.
Detective undercover brotherhood objective obscene.
Oh no, no, oh yeah.
The end, no, you know, must be comprehended. You can't believe it. Tend to understand you as an awful. You're meant to give it up and smile.
You understand mechanical hands, all the rule of everything. Rule of everything. I'm the rule of everything in the end. Without looking down, gliding around like a bumbling dragon, I fly, scraping my face on the sky. Oh no, no, oh yeah.
I'm not afraid to talk over the ruler of everything. This is TreeTownSound. I am your host, Matthew Yaps, and we are back in action on this radio show, joined by the one and only drummer, Ross Fetterman of Tally Hall, and making his TreeTownSound debut, Mr. Rob Cantor, who you may know from Shia LaBeouf, the video that has like 1 billion streams. It was like voted the #1 video on YouTube.
#1 on the internet.
On the
all
internet.
Time.
All time.
Mm-hmm.
And is that why you haven't done anything since?
They can't beat #1. Nowhere to cut it down.
Like, I'm done.
Exactly.
Trying to focus on something else like new music.
There you go.
And you said earlier that Ross flew out to LA, and I obviously wanted to know why, and I found out why. And it's pretty incredible that you are doing something for your 11-year anniversary of Not a Trampoline. 11 year. Is that throwing it off?
I think it's going to end up being like the 11 3/4 anniversary by the time we actually get everything in order. But yes, I guess I can officially announce. Drummer Ross.
Oh, sure.
All right, that's good.
I can officially announce that we are going to press Not a Trampoline onto vinyl.
Yes.
And that it will include all new drumming.
Because the first one didn't have drums.
No, who'd you get for that?
We used our friend MIDI.
MIDI.
We used computer drums on the original version of Not a Trampoline, which I grew to regret. I don't know why we really just should have had Ross drum on it initially. I made the album with my buddy Greg, goes under the moniker Gregtronic. And yeah, we were, doing everything ourselves and with no money and trying to get it done and release it. And so, yes, one thing that I came to regret was the fact that we ended up with the MIDI drums on the final record. And so for the vinyl pressing,
nice.
So
Are you
we can
gonna
fix this mistake.
Is this going to be called Not a Trampoline Ross version?
That probably would be warranted with how much Ross had to learn. And
is it going to be put on the internet with live drums?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can swap in the new version on Spotify, so it will just replace the existing version. But yes, the plan is press it on vinyl and release it sometime soon. Ross came out to LA 5 weeks ago, and drummed on everything. Sounded fantastic. We went in the studio with our friend Cameron, who we worked on the second Tally Hall record with, and recorded a zillion drums. And we including a bonus track that we cut initially, which we are reinstantiating, putting it back on.
So it didn't make the original album and you're just bringing it out? Or is this something entirely new?
This is an original song from the album that we did not put on the album initially in 2014. I made an executive decision to hold it back, which is another rueful regret. And I will correct that as well. Yes, so there's a new song that will be included on the vinyl edition. And Ross is playing.
Is it in the theme of the album, or was it okay?
Yeah, I mean, you guys did it like with
it's
it.
yeah,
right?
it's just like part of the collection of songs that, for some reason, I'm trying to remember why I didn't want to include it initially. I don't know.
It wasn't because you didn't think it was good.
It must have been.
Yeah,
but I've changed my tune on it. Well,
Yeah.
actually, what happened was Greg, my producer, who loved it, and it was one of his favorite songs, and strongly resisted my decision to remove it. When we started talking about this vinyl edition and potential opportunities for, bonus tracks, ways to make it feel special and new, he said, well, let's bring this track back. And I expressed my dubiousness. And then he spent about a week reproducing, remixing, re-zhuzhing this and sent it to me. And I was like, oh, sounds great.
Now, are you going to tell people? Is there a name of the song? Can we say that?
We could probably.
Does
reveal
Ross
the
know
name.
the name?
I did. If I can remember it, is the question.
If Ross can remember it, we can reveal it.
Let's see. Hold on.
All right, Ross, come on. Don't let the whole fan base down.
I want to say it's like Light Shine.
That's it, Rossi, baby.
Yes. All right.
He still got it, folks.
Yeah, is it Lite or Light?
L-I, drum roll, please, G-H-T.
Nice.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. That's really exciting.
No, it's super fun. I think it's going to be great. We're doing 3 editions. So I got some fun ideas for how it'll all look. And I don't want to, I guess maybe I'll save some of those exciting details for when it's closer to the release. But yes, it's all looking and coming along beautifully and will be available soon.
Was Tally Hall going to announce the album, or are you just going to keep it a secret from Tally Hall?
Drum roll, wait.
What do you mean?
Ross is like, no, because Tally Hall
confused by this
did
question,
Tally
too.
Hall promote Andrew's Fishes?
Oh, I think so, didn't we?
Did you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
sure.
like the Tally Hall,
Okay,
Tally
good.
Hall main accounts always promote the,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
the auxiliaries.
That's really exciting. So the whole time in the studio, is that all you did? Or did you work on other things too?
Oh, Matt, you've delved into a
Well, I heard
salacious topic.
One of my very good friends from Detroit, now in Los Angeles, is in a band called Junior.
I think I know the one you mean.
Yeah, Josh, who they're playing Sonic Lunch also. He's actually your cousin.
He sure is.
No, he is.
He really is.
He really is.
It's
Ross.
not a joke.
Ross.
I know. I'm well aware.
I know. Well, he told my friend who works. No, I'm joking. I heard that through him that he was working with you on a new song.
Yeah, it's true. I'm also working on new material. Ross also drummed on that. There's a new album coming.
Well, the drums are already done for the new album.
On how many tracks? Did you played on probably 9 or 10 tracks?
9, I think.
9 new tracks, and you tracked all,
including the one that I wrote with Josh, and I'd say that's one of my favorites.
You did all that in 5 days? Man, you're a machine, Ross.
He was efficient, and not to
Unbelievable.
mention the fact that he had COVID. I got from Wednesday to
I got
Friday.
really sick in the middle of
It's
this.
true.
yeah.
Ross stayed with me and my family. Around halfway through the trip, started to feel sick with cold symptoms. We went on. He soldiered through. We went on with the session, and then he flew back to Boston and promptly called me to say he tested positive for COVID.
Oh my god!
Yeah, really, I'm sorry. I did not think to test. So I didn't think it was COVID until
For an immunologist,
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
not to
I know.
test.
I know.
This is like
I'm very disappointed in myself.
shameful.
But I did. I was
I'm
at
glad you didn't
I was
test.
at the airport and took a bite out of a sandwich that should have had a lot more flavor to it than it did. And that
Airport
was kind
food
of
can be flavorless,
Well,
though.
but
That's not a dead
it was a
giveaway.
brand name place at an airport, so it should have had its.
And you were just like, and Ross, I know a lot of people in this world, and I don't know if anyone is more cautious than you for you and your family with viruses because
true.
you obviously know best. You were my go-to during COVID, understanding it. So
Yeah.
the fact you got it
I
from,
know. I think, and looking back, I was consuming a lot of
COVID germs.
like ibuprofen because I had torn my muscle playing pickleball for the first
and
time.
it thinned your blood.
And it just reduced my inflammatory response probably a little too much.
Doesn't it speed it up in your blood and move it around quicker?
Well, it's just when you take things to reduce inflammation for injuries, it does take a hit to your immune system like the slightest. That's why they tell you not to take fever reducers.
Add this to the list of middle-aged
we're getting way too deep into.
Now
anyway,
back to-
I'm not my proudest moment catching COVID.
Well, that sucks.
In the middle of a trip, but we made a very productive week of it nonetheless.
We sure did.
You crushed it, obviously. What do you think of the new songs?
I haven't heard anything since then, so I hope.
Did
we
you
crushed
only
it.
hear the drums?
No, it was a good excuse to listen to Rob's music.
Nice.
Finally,
What did
after
you
all
think
these
of the new
years.
album?
The same joke I made to him when he picked me up at the airport.
Do you like
new stuff? Oh, everything I did, I was very happy to be a part of.
Nice.
for the whole week.
Nice. I was like, serious.
Gee, Ross really took your time getting to that compliment. Son of a gun.
It was a lot of fun, and it was like with Tally Hall, kind of a variety of styles and
Yes.
different things to play and different stuff. And for me, having not been active in a studio, it was the first time I did anything to studio for 10 years, and so it was kind of it was nice to come back and just
It was funny
remind
to
myself what it's like.
Yeah, and it was funny to you had been preparing and learning the parts, and then 3 days before the trip, you called me and said, "Good news, bad news. Parts are all down. I got them all. Bad news, I tore my calf muscle."
That was the pickleball injury.
Okay.
Luckily, it seemed to be a minor strain. and
It
you
seemed
were
to be
able
a minor
power
thing.
through.
By the time we got there, it was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, if you did another Tally Hall album, then Ross would probably die for the recording process going in that injured COVID calf muscle. Maybe that's a sign, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a sign. I absolutely love it. And who else from the band or people that we may know is involved in the new project or the new album?
Andrew and I co-wrote several of the songs
Nice.
together. I imagine that I know Zubin will be singing on something. I imagine Joe will be involved in some way too. But yeah, it's still taking shape. That's probably a little further off than the vinyl.
Nice.
Not a trampoline press. So more to come.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really, really exciting. I want to play Perfect because I think it perfectly goes into this. It's having a radio show. I drove Ross crazy for like 5 years, being like, dude, put Just a Friend up on the internet so I can download it and play it on this radio show. I'm like, it's just shelved. It's just rotting and people can't buy it. I feel the same way about the covers or the impressions version of Perfect. Like, why can't I play Flipper on my radio show, Rob?
I give you permission.
Okay, can I have a download of it?
Is that all?
I guess I could rip it off the internet.
Yeah,
if
listen
I wanted
to YouTube.com.
Now you said this to me before we started doing this interview. You said, "Why don't you release the impressions version on Spotify?"
Yeah, like
I'm not lying when I say the thought has never crossed my mind, Matt. It's a great idea, and
it's
I should
never
do it.
crossed your mind.
I don't have the music marketing brain that you have. I never thought of that.
It's funny because I feel like I kind of knew that version better.
Yeah,
in all
most
honesty.
people do.
Probably
I'm
most
sure.
people.
I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe that'll be the resurgence.
I would be happy to do that.
Yeah, I'm
I'm going to look into it.
All right, I'm going to check my box right here.
Check that box.
All right, good. We covered all the questions all the Tally Hall fans wanted. That's all they wanted.
That's it?
No, that's not it. Ross, tell me about the rehearsals this week. They're going to be in Tecumseh.
Where is Tecumseh
No, I
again?
was joking just to keep the fans guessing. All right, we're going to do Perfect now off Rob's last album, Not a Trampoline. If you're just tuning in now, I have Ross Fetterman and Rob Cantor from Tally Hall. This album is going to be re-recorded with Ross featuring live drums. That's probably the reason why it didn't go number one. If you don't have Ross, it's just not going anywhere, Rob.
You ain't the boss.
He ain't the boss without Ross. All right, this is Perfect by Rob Cantor.
High in the clouds, up on a hill, you talk to the stars, they tell you to chill. I try to tell you what So give a little sing to your song. Be sad or scared at all, even if you can't recall. You're perfect in the way that you are. Perfect in the way that you are. If you took a boat to the middle of sea and spent all my money seeking treasures for me, came up empty-handed every week after week. After I tell you that your love is still cheap, that you are worth the trouble to keep. You and I will always be alone. You and I will always be alone. So give a little sing to your song. Give a little sing to your song. Be sad or scared at all, even if you can't recall. Perfect in the way that you are. Perfect in the way that you are. Even if you're slightly ajar, even if you're looking bizarre, even though you failed us so far. Perfect in the way that you are. Even when you're coming apart, even when you're breaking my heart, even when you love a la carte. Perfect in the way that you Perfect in the way that you are. Perfect in the way that you are. Perfect in the way that you
It'd be so much worse with my vocals, but we'll take it. That is Rob Cantor with Perfect off of Not a Trampoline, not featuring Ross Fetterman, but the new version will be coming out sometime. I mean, look for the announcements. They weren't even planning, Rob wasn't even planning on announcing any of that. I knew I had him in studio.
We're shooting from the hip today, Matt.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to. I mean,
You got to.
producers and all these people like, don't tell anyone ever. It's like, we're not rolling like that on this radio show.
Not on
No,
TreeTownSound.
we're in the secret chamber beneath the TreeTownSound right now to get some protection from the hoods in the woods.
So while we're shooting from the hip, you want to just commit to sticking around this week? Or?
Bless his heart. Bless his heart, Matt. He won't stop.
Yeah.
It's been like this for weeks.
Yeah, and it's not going to stop because what people, well, we'll tell them when we come back from this break. More TreeTownSound right after this.
A Better Life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
A few years ago, I noticed something interesting with my 3 girls and their friends, and now I've got some research to explain what was happening. According to a new study out of UC Irvine, nearly 40% of teens delayed getting their driver's license by 1 to 2 years, and 30% delayed by more than 2 years. I think I speak for a lot of people my age when I wonder, what's going on here? Keep in mind the world is a different place. Teens can easily hop in a rideshare. They're doing more extracurriculars because the college application process has gotten more competitive, so they have less free time. And they can socialize with their friends online, so they don't need to leave the house. Still, if you can get them interested, I believe learning to drive teaches teens some really important skills they're going to need in life: independence, time management, and focusing their attention. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
NBA veteran Jim Jackson takes you on the court. You get a chance to dig into my 14-year career in the NBA, and also get the input from the people that will be joining. Charles Barkley.
I'm excited to be on your podcast, man. It's an honor.
Spike Lee, entrepreneur, filmmaker, Academy Award winner.
Knicks fans.
So, now you see, I got you. But also how sports brings life, passion, music, all of this together.
The Jim Jackson Show, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
SweetDeals.com lets you spend less and have more. Save at least 50% on extraordinary restaurant, product, and entertainment deals. Plus, amazing vacation packages. Live large and save money while doing it. Go to SweetDeals.com today and start saving.
At Average Amy's Coffee Corner, our coffee has caffeine, our muffins are cooked, and our services, well, we're here. Come on by for an average cup of joe.
Average doesn't build great businesses. Cumulus Digital does, outperforming industry benchmarks by more than 25%. We deliver smarter digital marketing to over 4,000 local businesses every month and drive real, measurable growth. You're not average. Your marketing results shouldn't be either. Visit cumulusdigital.com to start outperforming today.
I am Michael Rosenbaum.
I am Tom Welling.
Welcome to Talkville,
where it's fun to talk about Smallville.
we're going to be talking to sometimes guest stars. Are you liking the direction Lois is going in?
Yeah, because I'm getting more screen time.
It's good. But mostly it's just me and Tom remembering.
I think we all feel like there was a scene missing here.
You got me, Tom.
Let's revisit it. Let's look at it. See what we remember.
See what we remember.
I had never been around anything like that before. I mean, it was so fun.
Talkville. Talkville.
I just had a flashback.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Let's get into it.
It's all local. TreeTownSound with Matthew Altruda on Ann Arbor's 107.1.
You know it's special if we're coming out of break without a song. All the heat's on. We have 10 minutes left. I have Ross Fetterman from Tally Hall and Robert Cantor from... Can I say Robert?
Call me Roberto.
Robert.
Can I kind of just ask a question?
Is it for Rob or me?
It's for you.
Oh, wow.
What is like the fewest number of songs you've ever played on one of your shows?
This is definitely
Is this it?
There was one show where
I don't know if it's a record I want to hold, by the way.
The system went down and didn't play any of my songs, and I just talked for like 40 minutes straight about...
Did you have a guest?
No.
Oh, no.
I just rapped for a while. I just literally talked about everything. I don't know where that recording is. I'm glad it doesn't exist. Before we forget, I need to talk about the after party for a couple of reasons. Number one, Ross Fetterman will not be performing. Mr. F will. He's bringing out his old alias, DJ. Shane Moe will also be DJing, who you may know as the rapper from Labyrinth. He told me he's playing it. Andy's rapping it. Pretty cool. Joe Hurtler from Joe Hurtler. The Rainbow Seekers will be headlining the night, and I will be opening up the night just playing Tally Hall songs because none of you guys are brave enough.
I still question that decision, but
hey, I mean,
okay.
Does Mr. F not play any Tally Hall songs?
Mr. F does not play Tally Hall songs.
Oh, that a Mr. F policy? I'm
yeah,
going to start lobbying Mr. F.
Yeah.
Mr. F doesn't sign autographs.
Turn the lobbying tables
Mr.
on.
F's mean to fans. It's like a whole
clearly established alter
very
ego.
different persona we jumped
It's
to.
like Ron Burgundy showing up.
It'll be interesting. Most of the materials, like mashups I made 15 years ago.
No, they hold true. I love that. Mr. F coming back makes me so excited because I miss those mashups. It's not like a lot of them are available on the internet. Some of them are, and people are going to be excited to hear them because it takes so much time. And you made it. I heard a new one.
Yeah, there's some very new material that I've been working on this trip.
Well, don't kill yourself. Yeah. I'm like DJ Spotify up there. I'm just gonna every song I play is Tally Hall's just gonna get one more royalty.
I will say I think mashups have gotten easier to make with LLM searches now. Like I didn't have access to a Chat GPT to ask, can you give me a list of all of the a cappella songs that are this tempo and in this key? It was a lot more trial and error.
Did you use AI to make it?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't have access to, and actually on this, I don't even have like the two primary pieces of software that I use for all of it are Logic and Tractor, and I haven't installed either of them on my new computer. So any of the work I'm currently doing is in GarageBand.
Well, you get a legacy discount
we'll
on Tractor. You get a legacy discount on Tractor if you haven't had it in like 10
I know.
years.
This is just pure laziness and that I don't do this much anymore that I haven't. Yeah, I need to.
Well, the thing that Ross is talking about, which has pretty much nothing to do with his show this Thursday night, but you can see him live. No?
Yeah.
Yes? Yeah.
Yeah.
After party for Sonic Lunch is at the Blind Pig. It's Turn the Lights Off and Dance Party. The show is all ages, 7 p.m. to midnight, just $12. Come in and dance and celebrate all things that are fun. Kind of fun? Ross doesn't think they're fun.
It should be. I hope it's fun.
So, Ross, we are moments away from convincing Rob to play this Thursday.
Yeah, we got, 8 minutes left?
Are you texting his wife, being like, come on? No, nothing.
Trying to pretend to be him calling Delta and just changing the flights for him.
Yeah, Rob.
Delta? You let me know who you're flying.
Is your wife listening to this interview right now in your family?
Quite possibly.
Do you think when you come back from there, they're going to be like, you know what, Rob? You don't need a job. You don't need to go back to Los Angeles.
I think you may have done it. You may have convinced her.
Yeah. Don't you, if she came to you and said, you know what, let's cancel plans. I think you should be here. Would you consider it then?
Really putting the guns to me. I don't know, Matt.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Great answer. I was just trying to put on your wife.
Yeah.
So then if you
I don't know
weren't
that I like that any better.
No,
That feels worse.
It does
That
feel
feels worse.
worse.
Christy's shaking her head at me. This is not a good
No.
direction to go
When
from a marital perspective.
When I started saying it, I was like, wait a minute. This isn't going in the right direction.
You get me in hot water.
I just made all that up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ashley.
Listeners, you're just waking up. That was all a dream.
That was all a dream. I gave a shout out to Ross's wife because she's letting him play too. So what are we going to do this Thursday, Ross? Give me the cliffhanger of cliffhangers for the radio. What is Bora doing? Is he doing something crazy?
We already covered as much of this as I felt like.
But are you drumming?
We got to keep some surprises.
Are you drumming with Bora? Or is Bora just playing with Andrew?
I'll be playing with Bora on songs.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Can true, false, or pass? Is Bora gonna wear a mask?
Pass.
Ooh.
Well, pass because I don't know.
Okay.
Like I honestly.
Good answer.
I mean, he hasn't.
Yeah.
You know, but
I'm not talking about the COVID mask because he's going to be around you.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right. Good
Cheap
answer.
shot there, bud.
Good answer. Is there anything going on this show that I don't know about?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you've talked to Andrew about.
I really haven't talked to him much.
Okay. Then probably.
I do know there's at least 8 people performing. Is that true?
From the input list, probably, yeah.
8 people?
Yeah, so that
Okay.
much, you know. There's quite a few different people.
Because there's people on this show that people are listening to this show and they're like, oh, no, Rob, Lissit Ghost, Bora. Who are the others? That's what we're trying to figure out here on TreeTown Sound, Ann Arbor's 107.1. Ross isn't going to tell us. Rob has no idea. He's just here on family vacation. Did you have a good time in town?
Delightful time.
Nice. Did you do anything that you haven't done in a long time that brought back great memories with the family?
We stayed in my childhood bedroom.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have
That brought back a lot of memories.
Do you still have stuff up in there?
No, it's been completely sort of like neutralized to a guest room.
Your mom, she shedded it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is. I did that to Carter's room. I switched him rooms, and Christy can testify. He wasn't the happiest camper coming home, but that's just the way it is.
There's a lot of old Tally Hall like pictures and memorabilia stashed in like a giant bin in the closet. Though I should take some photographs and share it on my Instagram stories.
Yeah, people would love that.
Okay.
Yeah, I found a bunch of newspaper clippings.
Siri, remind me to share a bunch of stuff tonight.
Bring it to the show. We'll have a Tally Hall museum in front of the old Tally Hall.
I'll drop it off at your house, Ross.
Yeah, or drop it off. Ross will archive it.
Yeah.
Max won't touch it. Don't worry. All right. So we have 2 minutes left before Under the Radar Radio. I have Rob Cantor and Ross Fetterman in studio. Ross, could you, before we close out the show, address Tally Hall Nation with anything that they should know, hope, prayers? As you know, a lot of them are like just hoping for something more from the band. They got figures, they got stuffed animals, new merch, anything that you'd like to share with them just to get them fired up. People are making their Christmas lists. It's early August.
Yeah. Merch wise?
Yeah, anything.
Nah, I don't. We should probably have some conversations. Maybe I don't know. You caught me off guard with that one.
So no news is good news because the wheels are turning. Rally Hall is pumping. The boys are back together. Not all of them, but some of them, which is plenty for me, and no better place than Ann Arbor. Ross, thank you so much for
always a pleasure.
Really
Always
helping
a pleasure.
curate all of this. This radio show is not this radio show without your contributions over the years, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Antoine, Josh,
Rob Cantor.
Just
I know.
Starting to keep going.
Ross hosted my radio show. My grandma, rest in peace, had to go to a funeral. He hosted my show for me. Brings out like Antoine from Wolfpack. I'm like,
amazing.
Yeah, Antoine has been on since then.
I know.
So, but only once. We're batting 1 for 1, and I've done like 740 shows. Rob, is there anything you want to share for Tally Hall fans?
I want to say thank you to you.
Thanks, brother.
For being an ardent supporter.
Thank you.
Through and through.
I appreciate it.
And really just like carrying the torch.
Thank you.
And talking so highly about us and being such a devoted supporter.
Yeah, I love the band. And I guess this would be time I say Cos Baldwin, rest in peace. Because him and I together were the yin and yang forever. And now that he's gone, I'm less evil because he can't balance it out anymore. So what are you going to do? Well, thank you, gentlemen, for coming in studio. Ross Fetterman, Robert Cantor.
Welcome to Under the Radar Radio.